Today we are going to be taking a tour of my new Sims 4 build that took me 16 hours to build and decorate. I don't know about y'all, but for me that's a lot of time. That is the longest I've ever spent on a build. So yeah, this was kind of a big deal for me. So I wanted to make an extra YouTube video for this house because I just felt like it deserved it. I already have a speed build up if you want to see exactly how I built this. And there's a short tour of this house at the end of that video, but this video is going to be more of a detailed walkthrough and just kind of explaining my reasoning behind my decor choices and some of the color schemes. So without further ado, let's get started. This is my first time doing a video like this on YouTube, so if you like this video, please let me know below because I can definitely do more videos like this in the future. This is the exterior. I'm gonna try not to make y'all dizzy. I'm gonna be walking through like this most of the time. This house is called Old Money Manor, and I have specific reasonings behind that name, okay? I pictured a very specific family for this house, so while I'm doing the walkthrough tour, I'm gonna be explaining my vision for the family that would live here. Towards the right side of the lot, I put the mailbox and a trash can here. I'm actually going to build mode so I can really go into detail. This right here is a base game fence. Also over here we've got some trees. If I ever have a lot of extra blank space on my lot, I always draw some dirt and then I add these daisies. They're called oops-a-daisies in the build by. I just think they're really cute. All right, then we go over here. I'm so proud of this ivy wall. I just love it so much. I'm going to show you exactly what I use so you can kind of see behind the scenes. So this item is a debug item from, I believe, Cottage Living. Let's see. Actually, no, this is from Get Famous. So we have a bigger one on the bottom. In the middle, I sized it down once and just placed it above, and I raised it using the 9 key. If you're ever trying to raise or lower items and when you press 9 or 0, it does this and it like flings to another part of the build. I'm going to explain why that happens and how you can fix that. So that happens because The Sims 4 has a built-in camera system called the cinematic camera, and you can save various camera points by pressing tab and holding down the control key plus any number 5 through 9 on the row of numbers above the letters part of the keyboard. I hope that makes sense. Basically, it won't work with the number pad on the right side of the keyboard, so you have to use the row of numbers on the top. And like I said, you hold down control and also hold down either 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. When you do that, it saves the camera angle. So if you go somewhere else and then you press tab plus that number, you don't have to do control, just the number you saved it under, which in my case is 5. It'll take you to that camera angle. That's how people make videos like this. We're just saving camera angles and then you press the number so that it goes between camera angles. And so if that camera point you saved happened to be control 9, when you press 9 to raise items, it will raise it, but it'll also fly you over to that place you saved. So to fix that, what you can do instead is grab your item that you're wanting to raise and hold down the Alt key while also pressing 9. This will save you from flying around the build. I believe there's also a way to do this by going into the game files and deleting different camera files, but that's a little complicated, and I think you have to redo it every time your game updates or something like that. So I feel like the way I just showed you is a little bit more simple and easier, so I hope that helps out if you struggle with that before. And then on the top, I added another one and I just sized it down again to be really small, and then of course pressed Alt 9 to raise it up. Also here I have these 2 trellis items from high school years. And then back here is the backyard. I'm so proud of this. I love it so much. It's so classy and just old money vibes. So I put these monkey bars here, and then to the right of them we have this gorgeous pond. It took me forever to do, but it was worth it. I just changed it to nighttime so that you can see the fireflies. They're just so pretty and they add so much to the vibes of the build. If you don't know how to get fireflies, I'm going to show you how. You just have to go to build mode and then click on outdoor water decor, then pond effects. They look like a square in build mode, but when you go in live mode they change, as you can see here. I also really love how I changed the water, put this tree here and made the water like that, because if this were real life, the water probably would look like this because of this tree and the leaves falling down from the tree into the pond. Right here we've got one of 3 statues, this queen, and we have another queen here as well. Here's a little overview of the backyard. I gotta show you all this too. I put a wishing well here. I just felt like it really fit in. Over here we have a hot tub that I built. Let me show you how I did this because there's a lot of like little details. I'm just gonna like deconstruct this so you can see behind all the things that I did. So that was a glass roof. I added these spandrels and columns from the Vampires pack, and then this fence is from the Romantic Garden pack, I think. And I just added it all around this hot tub, and I added some greenery to it as well. Here, I love this little spot so much. This is off of the primary bathroom. It's just a little sitting area. I feel like the mom that lives here is like an almond mom, like a Pilates queen. I don't know. I'll get a little bit more into the family that I picture here soon. All right, so I think that's everything for the exterior. Here's the side, I added this little side yard walkway to get to the backyard. As you can see, I love rocks, specifically the base game Rock of Wonder, sized down twice specifically. I just love this rock so much. I put it in every single one of my builds. I just love using it to line my paths. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but it is mine. So yeah, here's a little close-up of this garden if you're interested. My biggest tip for landscaping is to layer a lot of different plants. It might seem like too much. It usually ends up looking pretty decent. All right, so when you walk through the front door, we are in the front entryway. We have the stairs leading to upstairs, and then immediately to the right, we have the guest bathroom. It's a circular bathroom, and I just noticed this, and now I hate myself. I always do like a final walkthrough of my builds, and I try to get all of the mistakes I made. Like, for example, these flowers poking through the wall. But obviously I missed some, but it's okay. Nobody's perfect. So we've got a sink and a mirror. This mirror is from the new sleek bathroom kit. Speaking of kits and packs in general, if you want to support me and my channel, you can use my EA creator code dbuilds. It's not a discount code, but it does support me by giving me a commission of the sale. This build probably uses close to every single pack. Over here is the toilet. Added this car wall decor. Now let's head back out. Here's the front entry decor, and then back this way is the front door. I added these umbrellas and this coat rack. I love adding these two items to my builds by the front door because it just makes sense. Now let's head into the kitchen. I love this kitchen so much. I want it in real life. I use the counters and cabinets from Parenthood. I think this refrigerator is from Parenthood too. I love Parenthood. It's a really good pack. Wait, are those chicken nuggets? Chicken nuggets with chicken nugget sauce. It looks like the sauce is made of chicken nuggets. We've got the sink area. I put a cutting board, some dishes, cookbook, and knives over here, and some spices and other stuff. Honestly, I don't know why I put the shelf above the stove. It looks cute, but it's not really practical. Pretty sure the stove is still functional, so that's all that matters. Then we've got the island, and then over here I added this cute little breakfast nook. Over this way we've got the dining room and the laundry room, so let's go in the laundry room first. I'm pretty sure I've only ever built like 3 laundry rooms in The Sims 4 because I always just forget about them, but I'm really glad I remembered it for this build because I think it's so cute. It just looks so lived in, like you can tell a family lives here. Here's this wall, the washer dryer, put a mirror here, window, this cute rug with a hamper and some more laundry stuff. And back out this way is the dining room. This is so extravagant. I feel like it's a little bit out of place compared to the rest of the build. It's just so fancy compared to everything else. I guess it kind of matches the exterior because the exterior is kind of fancy too. This room is 2 stories. That's why it's so huge. I just deleted the floor slash ceiling that separates the 2 floors. The tables and chairs and wallpaper and grandfather clock and this hutch are all from Life and Death. If you're curious about a specific item, just comment, let me know, and I'll try to get back to you and tell you what pack that item's from. I put a high chair here. Over here, I added a record player, some plants, a mirror, and here's just an overview of the whole room. This big light is from Spa Day, I think. I love the lighting in here right now. The way the sun is coming in is so pretty. Okay, so let's head back through here. Right off of the kitchen, we have the main bedroom, which is the mom's room. Of course, if you use this build in your game, it can be whoever's room you want. I love this room so much, especially the bed. I always forget about this bed. It's from high school years. Then over here, we've got a little desk area. I put this gym stuff over here because I imagine this mom to be a Pilates princess queen who was recently divorced and she's living her best baddie life. So that's why that's there. Here's her dresser with some jewelry, her phone, some spare change. Spare change, ma'am. And this TV that looks like a painting. Here's the bed area again, and then I added this mirror. And then over here is the bathroom. This is the same bathroom I was talking about earlier that has the little sitting area outside. So when you walk into the bathroom to the right, you have the counter and the sink, toilet, and this is a custom shower I made with a new sleek bathroom kit. I'll show you how I made it because you're probably like, what, if you haven't seen the pack? So the walls are wallpaper from the pack, and then the floor is also flooring from the pack. This is an individual shower item I used, and then I added this, and these are also items from that pack. For this one, I just rotated it to make it look like it's open. So that's the shower area, and then here I added this plant, and there's some more bathroom storage over here. That's an overview of the bathroom. I really love this bathroom and this room and this whole build. Heading back out through the kitchen, we're gonna go to the living room now. So there's the kitchen, here's the front door. We're gonna go this way. If you go straight back, this leads out to the backyard. To the left, I added some wall decor, lights, plants, and a mirror. Back here, I added some art stuff. I honestly just didn't know what I would put back here, so I was like, let me just put a hobby item, something that'll actually be useful. And over here I added this shelf with some clutter and other stuff, and then I use these base game counters and cabinets to make like a built-in situation around the TV, blankets and pillows over here. And yeah, that's pretty much the living room. All right, y'all, now it's time to go upstairs. I'm so excited to show you upstairs. I love it so much. So when you walk upstairs, you're in a hallway, and then to the right we've got our first bedroom. Okay, so this bedroom, I imagine a teenage boy living here. I rarely do rooms for boys. I usually don't enjoy doing them, but this one was fun because I really use my imagination. I feel like this guy is just a typical teenage boy. He likes video games and sports. Here's his gaming setup. Here's some of his random stuff everywhere. I love this bed from Love Struck. I feel like this is where he puts stuff he doesn't want other people to see. Like, we've got a pillow with a girl on it. I don't know. Because when I saw this stuff, I was like, this is a teenage boy bed. Is that Bob and Eliza pancakes? 17p, 17 pixels. I wanted to kind of go in detail about this bed because it doesn't come with a headboard. I just made this headboard using this item from the sleek bathroom kit. Oh, also, I forgot to say this. I don't know why I felt so smart for doing this. It might be the most simple idea ever, but I felt so smart. Okay, so you see this lamp? This lamp is from high school years. So the lamp looks like this, okay? The last 3 swatches have all these really cute stickers and patterns on it. Every time I've tried to use this lamp in the past, I will just place it. Both of the lamps look identical, like the stickers or whatever that's supposed to be are in the same exact spot on both lamps. To me, it just stands out, and it's kind of an eyesore seeing the exact same lamp with the exact same stickers. I don't know, it might not be a big deal to you, but anyway, I'm so smart because when I was making this, I was like, wait, I just need to rotate one of the lamps 180 degrees. Then it shows the back of it, which shows a completely different set of stickers and stuff. I just have to rotate the other one so that they have different stickers on them. Back over this way, we've got all this stuff. His dresser. I added this mirror here, and then through this door is his bathroom. So I used the shower rug combo from Parenthood. We've got the toilet, and then over here is the sink and the mirror, and I added a laundry basket as well. Heading back out this way, we're gonna go down the hall, and to the left is our next bedroom. I think this is my favorite one. This is the bedroom that I made for the twin girls that I imagined living here. I feel like it's really obvious that I pictured twin girls in this bedroom. Almost all of this stuff is from high school years, like the bed, the curtain, the chandelier, the rug. The ceiling is floor tiles from Horse Ranch. I color coordinated each twin, so this is a pink twin, this is the blue twin. Above their bed, I added shelves with books and some wall decor. I added a clock over here with a mirror, a trash can, and then the pink dresser, the blue dresser, as well as some books. And then back this way, we've got this little friendship bracelet maker thing, and we have a jewelry box with some trophies, medals, and if you go up this ladder, it leads to a book nook I made for the twin girls. This is actually the dormer that's visible from the exterior. It's actually functional, and it's so cute. So I added some books, some pictures, a couple little seats for them, some awards, some curtains, and that's pretty much it. It's really small. It's like 4 tiles. This door leads to their bathroom. We've got a tub over here with a plant, laundry basket, towels, and then I added this little toilet room. It's a 1 tile. It just has a toilet paper, and then I added a wallpaper for the backsplash from the pastel pop kit, and then I added this archway leading into it, and I added these cute little bathroom decals here, as well as a shower. I added a wall to separate the shower and the counters. Then I added these color coordinated mirrors and sinks. So we've got the blue for the blue twin, and then pink for the pink twin. I picture these twins to be kind of opposite in some ways. I feel like the blue twin doesn't really care about a mess. I feel like the pink twin is always making sure her space is clean and perfect. We've got this cute mirror, and yeah, this is their bathroom. So let's head back out, and we've got one more bedroom and bathroom to look at. Added this little section over here, and this room is what I envisioned to be the teenage daughter's bedroom. I feel like this girl is a cheerleader in high school, and I used that same lamp I was talking about earlier, and I rotated one 180 degrees so that they have different stickers. I don't know why I feel so smart for that. It's probably the most obvious thing ever. And over here I added this cute little shelf with some cheer stuff and this fruit wall decor. Right here I added this beautiful wallpaper from Life and Death, I think. Then I just added stuff I felt like she would have in her room. To the right of the door we've got her keys and her purse. Here's her cheer bow and pom-poms, and this really cute fruit seat. Then this is what this wall looks like. There's a little overview of the room, and then her bathroom is back this way. So when you walk in, you've got the toilet, the counters and all her bathroom stuff, her robe and towel. This is the same Parenthood shower, it's just a different swatch. It's so cute with the elephants. So yeah, that is pretty much all of the interior. I'm just gonna slowly walk back through the build while I explain more of the family that I imagine living here. So we've already talked about the mom and all the kids, but the tea with this family is I feel like they've inherited this house. They've newly renovated the inside. The exterior still has the old money vintage vibe. So we've got a teenage son, a teenage daughter, and two younger twin girls. The teenage son is the only boy in the house, so I feel like his room is his man cave. He never leaves this room. He only leaves to eat and go to school. And like I was saying earlier, I feel like the mom is like a Pilates princess baddie who just came into a lot of money after her messy divorce with her toxic ex-husband, and she is just trying to live her best life in her new mansion with her 4 kids, and she's just trying to discover herself and become the best version of herself. And with all this, how could you not become the best version of yourself? This family is just trying to take it one day at a time after having their, I guess, new life with this new house. Before this, they didn't live in the nicest place. Maybe they moved from San Myshuno from an old apartment or something. I'm sitting here like picturing what I feel like this family would look like. I could make them as Sims, I guess. Or if one of you wants to make a family for this house like the one that I described, please feel free to. And if you do, comment and let me know. I would love to see what you come up with. Or even if you want to come up with your own family and story for this house and you happen to upload the family to the gallery, still let me know because I love that idea. I would love to see all your different ideas for this build. Here it is at night, and in the morning, I don't know who this is. The afternoon, evening, my favorite. All right, y'all, I guess that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this style of video, please let me know because like I said already, this is a new type of video for me, so I really hope you love it. Be sure to use my EA creator code dbuilds if you would like to support me and my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.